Hello, Internet. Okay, copy positioning. Now, first thing I'd like to say is that I called down the wrath of Moontang and the Old Ones upon the Taco Cabana nearest me. I won't really go into the details, but suffice to say, I'm still cleaning up some of the mess. You know, chunks of bone and blood in a couple of places. Yeah, that's a bad thing. So watch out. Watch out, Taco Cabana. You might find a proper circle and so forth, and suddenly a great old one appears in your kitchens and well, actually improves the food. Secondly, a viewer left a question in a comment, and that's doubly good. Comments are always cool because you can tell what you guys are thinking, and you know, I get an idea of how I'm doing. Questions are bugging my nose edges. Questions are extra good because, you know, that I can answer them, and that can actually be enough material by itself sometimes. I never script this thing, and occasionally I just, you know, lose my train of thought. So if I have a question, I have a mission, and I must, you know, fulfill my mission and so forth. So that's a good thing. I never script this. I basically just turn on the camera and start talking, as I say. Loyalty to concept. Gotta stick to that. Anyway, the question was this. Let's see, what was it? Oh yeah. What is your favorite Star Trek movie / series? My favorite series is hands down The Next Generation. All the characters are cool, well written, well fleshed out, and so forth. You didn't see that. None of that happened. My sunglasses were on my face at all times, so you guys know. Yeah, these are the best series, writing and everything. Special effects left a tad bit desired, but then again, that was the 90s. So, now, reasons the other shows are inferior. TOS, crap writing, crap special effects. I'm not sure which was worse, but they were both lousy. All the characters were one-dimensional. Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is my second favorite movie. They had a rather cool grip war at the end, which was gripping. Kept me on the edge of my seat. Very good characters overall. Interesting concept with the space station rather than actually going around in space on a ship. Although I eventually started doing that with the Defiant. Let's see. Voyager. The writing kind of tailed off. Some of the characters were just, you know, basically put there to have an officer to shout. There's a hull breach on deck, random number, and that was rather silly. It was grim. I mean, not grim in a good way. I know what you're thinking. A guy that wears sunglasses indoors at night and wears black all the time surely would like grim things. And I'll say this is the wrong kind of grim. This is the wrong kind of grim, and so no. Now, Enterprise. Bloody soap opera. There'll always be a special place in my heart for Scott Bakula because of Quantum Leap, which I think is a pretty cool show. I like the Dean Stockwell appearance in one episode because it was Scott's co-star in Quantum Leap. But apart from that, bleh. And their war was not cool. So yeah, that makes it different. As for the movie, I divided the movies into two blocks. There's the ones based on TOS, where every other movie was lousy, and the even number movies were awesome. And then there's the TNG blocks, and then there's Generations in the middle, which divides the two up. I won't bother with Generations. I mean, they killed Kirk in it, which was sort of good. It was his time to die, definitely. Let's see. My favorite Star Trek TOS movie is definitely Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. It gave us the infamous fake Russian accent phrase, nuclear vessels, which is just funny, really funny. Although that's not really a Russian accent, that's more like a Chinese accent. They don't have a V sound in their language at all. If you don't believe me, go to U of T and have a TA in a science course and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's see, as for the Picard ones, Insurrection's probably my favorite. They all have their merits. Nemesis, prettiest movie. Writing a little bit bizarre, kind of cliched. Mass Effect looked really nice. Brought the Romulans in, which when I first saw it, I didn't know much about them. So that was answering some questions for me. Let's see. And Insurrection. First Contact. I went back in time and fought the Borg. Cool. Not that good, though. I mean, Picard has an ancient grudge against them because of getting turned into Locutus for a time, and, well, everyone hated when that happened to him. That was nasty. And then there was the latest movie, which went back to the Kirk era. Actually, before the Kirk era. And I have a problem with this because, spoiler alert, Vulcan gets blown up, and Uhura and Spock together. WTF. So yeah, both of those are bad things. And spoiler alert, as far as I know. Some of the characters are good. I like the way they wrote McCoy and Scotty. Both of those are rather cool. They sort of stole the show. Sylar as Spock, pretty cool, and I like that they kept Sulu's fencing in there. But other than that, as a movie by itself, it was a good movie. But you know, as a Star Trek movie, it's not really Star Trek. It's just Star Trek for jocks. So yeah, not really going to approve of that one too much, as pure Star Trek goes. Let's see. So until next time I talk to you, dear viewers, remember this: that is not dead which can eternally lie. In stranger eons, even death may die.